is saying Dillian Whyte has popped dirty. I am going to go and look for that right now. Dillian Whyte. That ruins everything if he has. Dillian Whyte drug test.
But this is what I don't get about boxing, Raf. If this is true, and as a general rule, why do we always get the news after the fight? The fight seems to go ahead, and then they call it a no contest or this or that or whatever, but the fight still happens.
Yeah, Big Boys Boxing. Could you post the link, please? Could you post the link, Big Boys Boxing? Because all I found is Dillian Whyte heavyweight drugs ban upheld, and that's dated the 28th of March 2013.
I'll have a look.
Let me go into boxingscene.com. Okay, boxingscene.com.
Yeah, I see it.
Multiple sources have confirmed that an A sample taken from Dillian Whyte tested positive for one or more banned substances prior to Whyte's July 20th fight against Oscar Rivas. Although Whyte is in the World Boxing Council Clean Boxing Program, which is administered by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, VADA, the test in question was administered by UCAD. Wow, same people who got Tyson Fury. The positive test is believed to have come back on July the 17th. A knowledgeable source says that it is reported that the Whyte camp included promoter of Matchroom Boxing, and the British Board of Boxing controlled by UCAD prior to Whyte Rivas. However, the British Boxing Board of Control allowed the fight to proceed as scheduled. Under rules in place, I should be sharing this, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Right. Believed to have come back. Under rules in place, United Kingdom, Whyte has a right to appeal. UCAD takes a position that until the adjudication process is over and the due process is complete, there has not been a finding that a fighter is in breach of its PED protocols, and no sanctions can be put in place by the British Boxing Board of Control. So that answers your question. Until the appeal, he's not guilty, apparently. Let's get to the salient points. VADA protocols. By virtue of his win, Whyte became a mandatory challenger for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's WBC heavyweight crown. In all likelihood, the WBC would have withdrawn its sanction of Whyte Rivas had it been aware of the positive test prior to the fight. It has been widely speculated that the WBC will elevate Wilder to franchise champion status, thus eliminating the mandatory requirement that he will fight Whyte. This latest development might further complicate Whyte's path to a fight against Wilder. Editor's note: Whyte previously served a 2-year ban from UCAD after testing positive for a banned substance. That banned substance was an over-the-counter energy drink.
It was Germanian root, I think. That was the ingredient.
Germanian root?
Something like that, yeah.
Where have you got that from, Tommy?
Actually, from a stream I was watching last night.
Germanian root is what he tested positive for the first time?
Yeah, the Jack 3D business.
Okay, the Jack 3D, yeah. It was Jack 3D, yeah. Kaz in the building. Kaz in the building going nuts. He's doing a little jig around the campfire now. Kaz is doing a little jig around his campfire, around his tent in the woods as we speak. Let me stop sharing. There's nothing. Yeah, I've just read. Yeah, I've seen it. Pablo was kind enough to post it up. Tommy, they do the fight tests. We have to fight test 2. You remind me of a buddy of mine when I lived in Cyprus. I got love for you. Kaz is admitting his adoration of the Raphael. Thank you very much, Kaz. I was just about to time you out, so that was good timing, my friend. That was good timing. I was just about to. It was like the equivalent to kicking the dog when you get some bad news. You know what I'm saying, Cass? You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Donovan, there's an article on boxing scene. Cristiano woo-woo. Money talks, that's why the results get revealed after. Ped says no way. Cass says yeah way. I say Yahweh. Why are you happy about that, Cass? Cristiano woo-woo. Cristiano woo. In White's defense, he desperately needed those drugs to make it past. You see how the Charles come out to play and see the first bit of bad news. The first bit of bad news. I want to see, well, first of all, what are my pronouncements? What are my pronouncements on this situation? Well, first of all, after serving a 2-year ban, previously for something that's relatively minor, like Jack 3D, when Canelo gets 6 months for clenbuterol, after serving a 2-year ban and seeing the injustice of the ban being so long for an over-the-counter supplement that you don't have.
Those 2 bans were not proportional.
They were not proportionate whatsoever. So having served that 2-year ban, he must feel highly hard done by. He would have developed that. And so I find it highly incredible, and also I will go on to say highly unlikely, that he knowingly took something that would get him banned again. I find that highly incredible. Highly incredible. I'm in a state of surprise because of all the people, Dillian Whyte is the last person I would expect. I have read the article. Please note that CBS owned boxing scene.
Ooh.
Oh, CBS owned boxing scene.
That's interesting.
So there could be an agenda behind this article, which only quotes sources. Yeah, it's only
it doesn't specify. It just says more than one substance. So is that
more than one source?
No, in terms of what he was popped for, did it say?
Oh yeah. He said more than one substance.
Yeah, but it didn't say what it was.
No. Never said what it was. That's a good observation, John. Mm-hmm. Good point, John. CBS. What CBS? How was CBS involved with the WBS, the WBC? If that's what we're saying. CBS.
Well, CBS, Showtime, PBC.
Oh, CBS owns Showtime and BBC. Oh, okay. Do they? Is that a question you're asking me, or you're telling me that?
CBS owns Showtime, but they're linked to PBC because of the fights.
Okay.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what I understand.
Okay. So, yeah, what I'm saying is they own Showtime, right? So, still a very bold claim. It's a very, 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 very bold claim to make. It's quite disquieting because of all the heavyweights, I would expect Dillian Whyte, having suffered disproportionately the way he did for 2 years out of the game, I would imagine Dillian, he was the last person I would imagine to be taking it. Tommy, what do you say? What say you?
Say I. If you look at the track record, everyone tried. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Shut my phone up.
Yeah.
White has been avoided at every possible turn, and this to me stinks of conspiracy. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty.
Yeah.
But in my mind, it's highly unlikely.
I find it highly unlikely that a guy who has previously received a very unjust ban of 2 years. I'm not saying he shouldn't have received a ban, but 2 years for an over-the-counter supplement, that was way disproportionate. I mean, Gerald Miller shot himself up with GW 1516, human growth hormone. EPO and got 6 months. Okay, there were circumstances around that where he wasn't licensed, and so therefore. But I find it Dillian Whyte. I find it highly surprising. I am not buying it just yet. Not buying it just yet whatsoever. Not buying it just yet. I'm gonna need to see. We're gonna need to see the paperwork. We're gonna need it from an official source.
Is it just Boxing Team that reported it, or anyone credible?
Nobody has come back with any source other than Boxing Scene. Where's Big Boy's Boxing? He broke the news and dipped. Where is he?
I think he's doing his own thing right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Logical. That's very, very logical. Very, very logical. Maybe I should be doing a bit of screen sharing as we speak. You know? Screen capture. Yeah, I find it very hard to believe that Dillian Whyte, of all people, listen, the same Dillian Whyte who's been accusing Joshua of having a therapeutic use exemption. That same guy, you're telling me, the same guy who's been on Joshua's ass making allegations, only Boxing Scene and Google blanks.
Google what?
Blanks?
Blanks? Never heard of it.
Blanks? Smart. Did you watch Desmond's? Desmond's.
Blanks? That sounds like a PED issue.
Constant allegations. Yeah, after with Whyte, Dillian Whyte making constant unfounded, unconfirmed, constant allegations without any sources that Joshua is on therapeutic use, has a therapeutic use exemption. I find it highly incredible, highly unlikely that he, of all guys, would be on something. And he's been tested by UCAD throughout. One would imagine. When you search Google, it comes up with nada, Nathan, nothing.
If he was on PEDS, he definitely wasn't on clenbuterol.
If he was on PEDS, he certainly wasn't taking fat burners. I'll tell you that much. or whoever sold it to him sold him a dud batch. You know what I mean? A dud batch.
Knockoff Nigel.
Knockoff Nigel is knockoff Nigel. He must have bought them off the same person that Tommy Temple bought his stream off.
I never paid for that. His neighbours.
Cass says a 5-year suspension for Whyte would be adequate. Kaz is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Nigel. How long do you think we should suspend Kaz for? That's the real question. How long should we suspend Kaz for?
If you think Whyte should get 5 years, I think Kaz should get 5 times as much as he normally gets.
5 times as much as he normally gets. 5 times as much. This is crazy news. I hope it's a crock of you know what. I think it's a permanent suspend. Fed says Cash should get a life sentence. Cristiano Wu says 5 minutes. Oh dear.